Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at time remapping. In other words, how to sync your clips and cinematics to beats within a song. Hopefully it won't be too long. Let's get into it. Right, as you can see, I've got After Effects open. I've imported a track that I'm going to use. So the very first thing we're going to do is drag our track down onto our work area down the bottom here. We want to press L twice on our keyboard, which shows us the waveform of the song. And all you're going to want to do is find a section that you want to sync to, and then we're going to place markers on the track in order for us to time remap to. So the way you do that is you literally just want to play the song, and you can tap the asterisk on your keypad, on your keyboard, and that will mark the track. So I'm going to do that quickly. I'll speed this bit up for you and I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my markers on the track, and the next thing we want to do is import our cinematics or clips. I haven't got any gameplay clips right now, but so I'm just going to use, yet again, some of the cinematic from my Ascent Cinematic Pack. Link to that in the description below. So I'm just going to drag a couple of these in. See what looks good. Just drag any random couple in. Trying to use ones I haven't used before. Let's just bring those in. That will do. Got 3 of them in. So once we've imported these, we're just going to drag these onto the work layer below. Always drag them below your audio track, because otherwise the markers on the track will be pushed down as you add more layers, and you'll end up not being able to see them, which isn't very useful. So as you can see, my first beat isn't till up here, so I'm just going to cut the track, bring up the waveform again, cut the track about there, drag that to the beginning. There we go. Right. So what you're going to want to do is select your clip and press Ctrl, Alt, and T, which enables time remapping. Now you'll want to decide how long you want your cinematic to be per each clip. So let's have a listen to see what we've got. Yeah, I'm going to do 4 markers per. So I'm going to drag the very first marker to the first beat. The way you do this is press and hold on it, and then press Shift on your keyboard, which will allow you to snap it to markers. So I'm going to snap it to the first marker. Then I'm going to grab the end point and hold Shift again and drag it to that 4th marker. Now, the clip before the first marker and the clip after the first marker will be still. So we want to change that. All you want to do is drag the actual layer, hold Shift again, and bring them to those points that we just moved. Now the next step is to add more points that will allow us to remap the time and give us a bit of flow to the cinematic. So what you're going to want to do is grab your timeline marker, press Shift and snap onto that second marker. Then over here on the left hand side, in between these 2 left and right arrows, there's this little symbol that allows you to add a keyframe. So I'm going to add one at the second marker, and then I'm going to drag myself along to the 3rd marker and press the add keyframe button again. So now we've got 4 points synced up to the beats in the song. Now highlight all of those keyframes by clicking and dragging on the work area, and then press F9 on your keyboard to easy ease them. After you've done this, you want to click on the graph editor symbol. If you're greeted with a screen like this, down here, just press this auto zoom button, which will bring you to your keyframes on the graph. Now, press Control on your keyboard if you need to. Oh, sorry, make sure you unclick it, because otherwise you can't do anything. Press Control on your keyboard, which will allow you to zoom in and out. If you find that you're zoomed too far in and the lines look too straight, just zoom yourself out so you can see the S's. press on the very first block, and you just want to drag up on the left, and on the last one, drag down. So you've sort of got this bendy shape, and do that for each of them. And this just creates a let's try and explain it the best way possible. Basically, these lines represent how slow or fast the clip or that little section will be played. So as we're going up, and then it has this, then it goes into the gradual upwards curve, and then up fast. It's going to be really fast at the beginning, then slow down slightly, and then go really fast at the end. And then on the next one, it replicates that, so it goes in really fast, then it slows down a bit, and then goes really fast again. So to see this, so it's like it just improves the flow of the cinematics, if that makes sense. Okay, so now that we have our first cinematic synced up to the song, we are going to do that for the remaining two. I'm going to speed this bit up so you don't have to watch me do it slowly again, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so hopefully you was able to follow along, and that helped you out a little bit with the time remapping. I know it wasn't a very in-depth tutorial on how to use it or how to do it, but that's the basic knowledge behind it. You can obviously play around with the time remapping keyframes you put in to change the dynamics of your cinematics or clips, because your usage for a shot in a game clip might be slightly different to the way you want to use it in a cinematic. But that is the base of it. From there, you just want to have a play around with it. You can't really go too far wrong. You want to try to not slow down a cinematic clip too much, because you'll find that it then starts to look a little bit jumpy and not very smooth. But other than that, hopefully this helps. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, catch you around.